For 5,000 years, a single philosophical code has shaped 1/5 of humanity. These ancient Confucian principles once built empires. Now they're fueling China's modern rise. But what are these 5 values that the West often misunderstands? Beneath China's meteoric rise lies an ancient code that has quietly shaped its civilization for over 2 millennia. The 5 constants of Confucianism, the philosophical bedrock that continues to influence modern Chinese society in profound ways. Among these principles, Ren, or benevolence, remains the cornerstone of Chinese social cohesion. During the COVID-19 crisis, we witnessed this collective mindset in action, as communities mobilized to prioritize the greater good over individual concerns. The second constant, Yi, or righteousness, still permeates Chinese business culture today. Notice how Chinese entrepreneurs invest significant time building relationships before finalizing deals. This isn't mere strategy, it's Yi in action. The belief that business should flow from righteous human connections, not just contractual obligations. Then there's literature propriety, which manifests in China's meticulous diplomatic protocols and business etiquette. Foreign companies quickly learned that navigating these formalities isn't optional, but essential for success in the Chinese market. These centuries-old values aren't relics of the past, but living principles, functioning as invisible pillars supporting Asia's largest economy as it reclaims its historical position on the world stage. At the heart of China's enduring civilization lies a profound cultural cornerstone, filial piety, or Xiao. For millennia, this principle has shaped Chinese society, with ancestral worship forming its most visible expression. Today, over 1 billion Chinese still observe Qingming Festival each spring, visiting ancestral graves, cleaning tombstones, and offering sacrifices, a 500-year tradition that binds the living to their ancestors. This isn't merely cultural preservation, it's the foundation of China's social contract. Confucian values don't merely persist in tradition, they actively shape modern policy. In 2007, China enacted the Elderly Rights Law, legally requiring adult children to regularly visit aging parents. What Western societies might view as personal choice becomes codified responsibility in China, demonstrating how ancient values translate into contemporary governance and social expectations. These family obligations profoundly influence China's economic behavior. Chinese households save over 30% of their income, triple the rate of most Western nations. This isn't simply prudent financial planning. It reflects the Confucian mandate to provide for both children's futures and aging parents' security. These intergenerational responsibilities have helped fuel China's remarkable economic rise, creating a capital base for investment, while reducing dependency on government welfare systems. In China's ancient examination halls, scholars once competed fiercely for government positions in a system that transformed knowledge into social mobility. Today, that same spirit lives on in the Gaokao, China's notoriously competitive college entrance exam that determines the fate of millions each year. This meritocratic tradition stems directly from Confucius himself, who taught that education should be available to all, regardless of birth. Modern China has embraced this principle on an unprecedented scale, investing heavily in education infrastructure and producing over 8 million college graduates annually. The results speak for themselves. China now leads the world in STEM graduates, creating a knowledge workforce that powers its technological ambitions. But China's educational philosophy isn't purely academic. While Confucian tradition reveres scholarship, today's China balances classical learning with pragmatic innovation. This fusion drives everything from manufacturing advances to cutting-edge artificial intelligence research. Universities collaborate directly with industry, applying ancient wisdom to modern challenges. The Confucian reverence for knowledge hasn't just survived. It has evolved into China's most powerful competitive advantage in the global economy. In Chinese philosophy, harmony isn't just an ideal, it's the foundation of civilization itself. For millennia, the pursuit of social stability has been China's North Star, guiding decisions from imperial courts to modern politburos. The concept of the mandate of heaven remains a powerful force in Chinese governance. When society functions smoothly, leaders are seen as legitimate. When chaos erupts, their mandate is questioned. Today's Chinese leadership frames economic prosperity and social order as proof of their rightful rule, a modern expression of this ancient principle. Unlike Western political traditions that often celebrate revolution, Confucian values prize gradual evolution and conflict avoidance. This explains China's diplomatic approach on the world stage: patient, non-confrontational, and focused on long-term stability rather than short-term gains. Perhaps most fascinating is how ancient social control mechanisms have found new life in digital form. China's social credit system, while powered by advanced algorithms, reflects age-old Confucian ideals, rewarding behaviors that promote collective harmony while discouraging individual disruption. Citizens who contribute to social stability gain privileges. Those who create discord face restrictions. In this system, we see the ultimate expression of harmony as governance, a 2,500-year-old philosophy deployed through 21st century technology, all in service of maintaining China's most treasured value, a harmonious society under heaven. As China extends its influence across continents, the ancient New Silk Road has been reborn as the Belt and Road Initiative, perhaps the most ambitious infrastructure project in human history. But beneath the railways, ports, and digital networks lies something deeper. Confucian values repackaged for the 21st century global stage. At its heart, the Belt and Road embodies the Confucian concept of mutual benefit, what Chinese leaders call win-win cooperation. Unlike Western colonial powers of the past, China's approach rejects zero-sum competition in favor of shared prosperity. Confucian reciprocity pervades these agreements, with China building infrastructure in exchange for resources and influence, establishing harmony through balanced relationships between nations. China's global expansion isn't just economic, it's cultural. Through hundreds of Confucius institutes worldwide, China projects soft power by teaching language, philosophy, and worldview. These modern outposts serve as cultural embassies, transmitting Confucian ideals of hierarchy, harmony, and collective good to a global audience. From Africa to Latin America, China offers an alternative development model rooted in these ancient values. Yet as China seeks global leadership, it faces profound challenges. Can a civilization built on Confucian hierarchy adapt to international systems that prize democratic values? The tension between China's authoritarian governance and Western liberalism creates friction points across trade, human rights, and global governance. The world watches as this 5,000-year civilization attempts to balance tradition with modernity, proving once again the remarkable resilience and adaptability of Confucian values in shaping China's destiny. These ancient Confucian principles continue to shape not just China, but hold wisdom for all of us seeking balance in our modern lives. What seems old is often timeless. If these Confucian principles resonated with you, subscribe to RockVein for more ancient wisdom with modern applications. Share which value you'll apply in your life in the comments below: harmony, respect, or perhaps balance.